How's it going, everybody? Hello, world. How are you doing? I just thought I'd do something a little different. Anyways, I don't normally do news vids this often, but something just came out this morning, early this morning that you absolutely have to know about. You may already know about it, don't know, but we're going to go over it. So this is a special news edition for the upcoming patch. Before we jump over to that, let me just go ahead and double check that there is everything knocked out over here. And there really is, except for one thing, which is the, coming soon, marks of excellent decals. And that's what I was talking about. I was trying to give you guys hints about that with these stars being here. If you're not aware of what that is, basically marks of excellence, the better you do. Okay, the short answer is the better you do, the more stars you get. Of course, there's a limit, but that's what it is. So if you see somebody rolling out with 3 stars on the barrel, yeah, they're doing pretty darn well in past games. So, Marks of Excellence details, basically it says originally brought in as badges in Update 2.0. Marks of Excellence rewards those of you who, based on both direct player damage and assisted damage, outperform your peers on a regular basis. So, it's a comparison, it's a percentage comparison to the folks who are playing the game. I don't know how often it's reset, I don't know about that, but I do know that much. So, you can go ahead and read on further. Something else might be of interest is basically... So to earn the first of 3 marks for a specific tank, and this is only tier 5 on up, by the way, you'll have to break into the top 35% of players using it. For the second and third tiers, you'll need to rank in the top 15% and then 5% respectively. So if you want to flip the math on that, like for instance, if you want to get 3 stars, you have to be in the top 95%. Okay. So anyways. That's what that is. So that's pretty much the only news and updates for that. Now let's go ahead and jump over for the real one. Well, and that was related, the real 100% reason, which is this. And one of the reasons why I'm able to jump on this so soon is got home from work and I was going to jump on my my BMX. I have a 24-inch BMX bike, and both tires are flat from my weekend outing over in when I was doing some dirt stuff. But so that was a surprise. Oh well. My loss, your gain. So here I am doing this earlier. Update 2.1 patch notes. You can see here that this was posted at 08:43 a.m. and it was done by Hector of Wargaming, administrator there. And there's a ton of stuff. I'm just going to show you. This is how far it drags down. Okay. This is how far it drags down. Lots to talk about. So let's go ahead and roll up our sleeves and get to it. In short, basically they've broken into 2 chunks. One is the Xbox One and one is the Xbox 360. You can see for the Xbox One, it's going to be a 6.8 gigabyte update. For those of you with the 360, it's 91 megabytes, and then a 369 megabyte patch. So there you go. I have no idea. Your times may vary. Your mileage may vary based on the speed in which it takes you to download. I'm assuming the actual installation within the operating system is probably just pretty standard. New features. So again, you got your marks of excellence. Okay, so you're gonna have those marks on the barrel of the gun, tiers 5 and higher. The stats tab has come back here. Did they say it here or was it somewhere else? Okay, and then they explain. So again, so when you hit the you get your first star at 65%. 85% for the second star. Third star is if you're in the top 95% for that tank. And, you can view it. Oh, per tank. That's what I was going to say. So you can now view your medals. All of your earned medals can now be viewed per tank in the stats tab. So that is a very, very welcome addition. I was very sad when that went away. The other thing that was of interest, it says here, players exceeding the spam threshold for radial menu messages will have those commands ignored for a penalty period. So I don't know if you're saying like, follow me too many times. Does that mean you can still say the other things, but you can't say follow me? I have no idea. And then, of course, the question that's begging to be asked is, what is too much? So only time will tell. Oh, and then you got these maps coming back, so yay. And the reason why they were pulled out is because they were being tweaked. So there you go. If this is of interest to you, not everybody does it, but if you're messing around with the Proving Grounds maps, you now have, you just press the X to retry the mission instead of jumping all the way back and then jumping back in. You can just press that to a quicker jump back into it. Major changes, this section here says all platforms, which would mean obviously the 360 and the Xbox One. Go ahead and highlight that there. So you've got your radio module and radio range added to the package and stats view, and I really like that. The more information I can get when I'm looking at a tank, the more informed I am on how to play it. Forget about just trying to do videos or whatnot, but just being informed about it. The more information you have, the better off you are. This is huge. Instead of having to go third party rather, and dig that information up, you got your camouflage rating in the tank details view. Very awesome. Tank hit points added to the tank details view. I mean, and again, any information they can add, welcome addition. And then finally, it's been reduced to 2 for team training. Everything else, all the other things still apply, the cost and whatnot. All right, so jumping over to the tanks, some of which we already know about. And again, it's pretty much the same thing that was just advertised just a few days ago. So you have your, let me go ahead and highlight that. So basically you have your you have your Panzer IV chopped into 3 categories, kind of the evolution, if you will. Started off with the Alpha, then the Delta, and then the Hotel. So basically as time went on, it developed and got better. And that kind of mimics what's going on here, because you can see that it's a tier 3, then it becomes a tier 4, and then it becomes a tier 5, and they're all medium tanks. So if you were to look this up historically, that's pretty much exactly how it went. I mean, they don't talk about tiers in the books. And again, Osprey Publishing, I don't get any kickbacks, but I keep mentioning them. Why? Because they're a darn good book publishing company. Good stuff. The KV side of things, again, we just saw this post, so they're just very explicitly telling us that the KV-1S is becoming a tier 5. The KV-85 is taking the place of the KV-1S in the slot of tier 6. So there you go. Additional changes. Here you go. Again, all platforms. And then there's some specific things to the Xbox One down here. This right here, to me, not that huge of a thing, but if you're interested, go ahead and read the details on that. But basically, log entry, adjustment, informational bar at the top of the garage, description of Mark of Excellence, the tank icons being redone in the reel and tech tree. So, that's nice, but that's not mission critical for me. Appreciated wargaming, but, kind of looking at the meat here. Xbox One, some of the things had to be tweaked here. So fix some camouflage, tiling, and scaling. The animation for some of the tanks, and then just all around visual improvements. Speaking of which, in visual improvements, bug fixes is when something is not working correctly and they fix it. Visual improvements is just something that's not necessarily was broken, but it's been enhanced and made better. So, but staying on topic with the visuals, it reminds me that, and I don't remember where it is in here, but they're going to talk about some of those messed up things like the IS-6 being platinum or something, that's been fixed. And also some of the tank treads being shiny and that sort of thing. So in regards to all the platforms, some bug fixes there, and I personally don't find all these all that interesting for me. Not to put them down, I'm just, I'm personally choosing to cut some of these things out. But let's just go ahead and run through these here. So apparently, some of the folks were loading incorrect assets for a level, but will be on the collision for the next for the actual level. So I don't really fully understand that, other than apparently when you are progressing and you're researching and moving up the tech tree, is my understanding, that things were not going so well. But again, they said rare issues, so I didn't even hear about it, to be honest. Tank exhaust no longer toggles when the treads are broken, or when tank is shooting while tank's treads are broken. So kind of just a little realistic twist there. Cleaned up some collision meshes for the following tanks. Not going to read them. Some visual and some audio tweaks, although I think I jumped ahead. This one here is specifically for the T16 gun on all M5 Stuart packages. Basically fires 5 rounds of 1 shell, not 1 burst of 5 shells. So if you notice that, it is changing. Camera controls in the garage are now disabled when the post-battle results screen, things like that. Again, not mission critical for me. Fix some audio things. You can hear your crew in proving grounds. Some tweaks on the visual when you're looking at the tech tree and looking at packages. This is kind of a big deal. Well, I mean, whatever. T3488 has the correct gun audio, so that's nice. The 7.5 centimeter quick 42L/70 gun now uses the correct audio. Oh, and this, I just mentioned this last night when I was recording. The rain and thunder audio won't play during loading screens now. I was just mentioning how you can hear like water dripping and whatnot before you even get into the game. So apparently that is going to go away. Some more audio for some destructibles, lighting fixes there, making sure that you can see or utilize, activate all of your operations. What else is here? There was something else that I just wanted to jump down to. You can scan along with me as we're looking at it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Translation of different languages for in the game, different languages where you are around the world, that sort of thing. Fixed the pesky flying mouse for now, so I guess no longer Santa can use that to deliver gifts. Xbox One, some art things. Oh, check this out. This was something that we've been talking about. Players that are invited to a platoon from another server are now correctly directed to that server. In the past, you'd have to back out manually, go into the server manually that you needed to go to, then receive the invite and jump in. Apparently, that's going to be fixed. So they are saying some visual things are fixed. Fury barrel, the IS-6, the 35T, some camouflage here and some German tanks. Just different models. You can read these on and on and on. Some visual things, wobbly wheels. There was like a sloppy wobbly wheel model going on. And yeah, okay. Active Scout training is now using all HD assets, so it's just getting prettier all the time. So there you go. Oh, fixed Object 140 turret disappearing when 85 meters away. Yeah, kind of a big deal. Last but not least, for the Xbox 360, they went ahead and fixed some more art things. Tutorial images are now, correct in colorblind mode. And then last but not least, correct the gun animation for the Panzer V Panther AW package. So, a lot of it is cosmetic and a lot of it's, audio. And then there's some interesting things going to happen. I mean, it's a pretty big patch, pretty big update. So let's see what's going to happen here. So good stuff. All right, so that's pretty much it, guys. You are now caught up in the world of Tanks, Xbox Edition news and updates, and I really don't have anything more to share with you. Well, I do, but I'm not going to because this was a quick little news brief. So I will catch you guys later. Remember, if you're receiving this transmission, you are one of the 47 Ronin, and I will catch you later. Now, where did my crew go off to? Oh, I see. There they are. Okay, girls, tell them who they are if they're receiving this transmission.
You are one of the 47 Ronin. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you later.